The Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young with the number one overall pick in the 2023 NFL draft. And I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. We all saw this coming in the pre-draft process. But here's my instant reaction to this pick. Bryce Young is the best pure passer in this draft. Bryce Young has the best pocket awareness in this draft, and I believe is the most accurate quarterback in this draft as far as ball placement. CJ Stroud is deadly accurate, but he doesn't place the ball in a spot as well as Bryce Young in the sense that he placing the ball away from the corner to where the receiver can get to and where the receiver can get yak off of the route. Because a lot of times we talk about yak yards after catch, and we talk about how great receivers have great yak. Well, typically these receivers are working with great and accurate quarterbacks because they place the ball in the right spot to where their momentum and they can continue running after the catch. And Bryce Young does all of those things. The only reason I think why there was ever a doubt of Bryce Young's pick is the physical measurables being 5'10. And he measured in at 204 in the NFL Combine. He isn't. He will not play at 204 because when he measured in at his pro day to work out, he was 190. He measured in the Combine at 204 but didn't play, didn't perform, didn't do any drills. So he'll probably have to play around 190 at 5'10, which will be the smallest quarterback in the NFL. And I think this is an age-old question of physical talent versus physical skills, because there's not a quarterback talent I think that like we've seen as like Anthony Richardson, as far as arm strength and mobility, and all of the God-given gifts. And you can say that accuracy can be taught, ball placement can be taught, reading defenses can be taught, and pocket awareness can be taught. All of the things that Bryce Young is great at, you can say can be taught, whereas height and arm strength cannot be. And while that is true, whether or not something can be taught is different than whether or not something can be learned by the prospect. We've seen many quarterbacks just be unable to develop those skills for whatever reasons. And I think Bryce Young already has those skills. I think this is a obvious pick. Just pick the best player. And I think Bryce Young is the best player with the best intangibles from the quarterback position in this draft.